Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tifftastic.
And of course, back here we've got
Logan the Hut.
And over in the corner we've got
Isaac Wan Kenobi.
And today we're talking about something, you know, we've talked a lot about DC. We talk a lot about DC because we're huge DC fans and we love all things DC.
Yeah. Whether the shows, the movies, or the cartoons.
The toys.
Yes, I mean all of it, all of it. We are in, okay? We got the network, we got the whole 9 yards. But here's the thing. We've talked a lot recently about the DCEU and how, you know, we just lost Ben Affleck. And, you know, I know there's still people trying to hold on to all this hope that, you know, this new movie is going to be something else, but he may come back. Look, I'm with you. I hope it happens. I don't see that happening at this point. I believe he's just gone. But hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised, though, if who knows, if we get an announcement a couple years down the line that Ben Affleck is returning to be the current DCEU Batman.
Joaquin Phoenix, where he says he's going to leave and then he comes back and surprise!
Surprise! But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The one thing I think so many fans agree on, and I've done videos about, other YouTubers have done videos about, and that is we need Henry Cavill to come back and still be Superman.
Hashtag Henry Cavill is our Superman.
Period. That just needs to happen. At this point, we do not need to change Superman in midstream.
No.
If that was a phrase. All right. But so here's the thing. We've been waiting for the ball to drop, pretty much, after we lost Ben Affleck, because the talk was that both of them were gone. But there have been these rumors. And so we're going to talk right now about some things that have come out this week and the last week that seem to suggest that Henry Cavill is still on. Yep. Last week it was reported, it was all over Twitter, that Ben Affleck had actually signed for 3 more appearances as Superman. Now, you got to take that with a grain of salt because we don't have like the concrete evidence that has happened, but that has been the rumor that's been going around, is that Henry Cavill has signed for 3 more appearances. Now, it doesn't mean 3 more Superman movies. It just means 3 appearances. There's been talk that he actually did end up shooting the scene for Shazam.
Yeah, because I remember seeing when they started making the script for Shazam, I saw something that was leaked, or like something that was posted about Superman is supposed to show up for like a second, like a cameo.
Yeah, well, and that's always been a classic moment in Shazam, is that moment there, because Billy Batson always looked up to Superman. That's what he wanted to be, and so now he's got these powers kind of very similar to Superman. And so I mean, if you watch the Superman Shazam animated movie for DC, they have that whole scene there where basically Clark sits down with Billy and basically kind of just shows him the ropes, kind of just talks to him about those kind of things and talks to him about what it means to be a hero and stuff, and is that inspiration. And I think that would be a natural progression that we would want to see with Henry Cavill's Superman. Is a Superman who does that, who instills that joy and that hope in this young boy to say, hey, look, you've been given this great gift, you've been given these great powers, you know, that comes with great responsibility. No, I mean, but you know, seriously, but being that father figure to this orphan kid, right? I think that would be tremendous, and that's what I want to see. So that was the first thing that came out last week, was that he had signed for 3 new films, but nothing official on the books. So then we skip to this week, and a couple of interesting stories to report on the Superman front. First of all, one of the biggest ones that point to the fact that Warner Brothers is committed to doing another Superman movie is the fact that Janes Gunn announced that he's doing The Suicide Squad. Well, some of you may say, some of you may understand the story and you know the story, and some of you may be asking, what does James Gunn doing The Suicide Squad have to do with Superman? Well, the report was from James Gunn himself that not only was he doing the Suicide Squad movie, but that when he was having talks with Warner Brothers, guess what? They offered him 2 different movies. They gave him his choice, and they said, you can either do the Suicide Squad or you can do a Superman movie. That is awesome, awesome news. What do you think about that, Tiff? What would you think about a James Gunn Superman movie?
Just the fact that we could get a Superman movie, I don't care who does it at this point, as long as it's not like, you know, like a Edward Scissorhands style, you know, like... Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, yes.
Yes.
As long as you don't get Superman Lives.
Exactly. So I'm happy that there's the chance to have a Superman movie.
Yes.
Because we love Henry Cavill. We love his Superman. We need to see that continue. So I think that if he just picks up the torch and does a halfway decent job, I think that we could be very excited to see something come to the big screen, continue on that story that we've been wanting and waiting and watching for.
Now, obviously, James Gunn picked the Suicide Squad movie, but he did admit that he did research for a Superman movie, that he actually put in some time to actually see which one he wanted to do, and he chose the Suicide Squad because James Gunn, I mean, he did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He's used to these kind of team-up movies, and I think it's a good, I think that's a good fit for him, right? But, Isaac, what do you think about, one, the idea that Warner Brothers is actually looking to do another Superman movie? Because so far, I mean, up to this point, it's been dead, right? Like, we just haven't heard anything. And then also, what about the possibility of James Gunn? I mean, like, what do you think that movie would have looked like?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely excited that they're interested in doing a Superman movie. And then, I was going to say what you said about how we know James Gunn for doing, like, more of, like, group-up movies like Guardians of the Galaxy. So we know, so we know he'll be able to do it for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen him do, like, solo movies, like, focused on one character.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know, it seems like it'd be, like, a different take on Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it depends on who he brings in for Superman, like villain-wise, or, you know,
I think it would have probably, I think it would have been probably a lighthearted. I think given the comedy in
Guardians.
In Guardians. You know, I mean, you got Star-Lord.
Show the fun side of Clark and Superman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like how they did with Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have definitely been lighthearted, probably very colorful.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, because Guardians is definitely colorful.
Yes, absolutely.
You might have gotten that brighter suit that you've been wanting.
Yeah.
Maybe with the S on the back of the cape.
I just want that yellow S to come back. I just want that yellow S to come back so bad. I'm sick of all these animators talking about, we can't animate the S. It's so hard.
You can do the hair on Sully for...
Yeah, come on. You can animate all these wonderful Pixar things, but you're gonna tell me it's so hard to put the S on the back of the Superman. That's an old excuse. Logan, do you want to see a new Superman movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would be your perfect Superman? Like who? How do you want Superman to be in a movie?
Super. Okay, I'm joking.
Very courageous and a little funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so you want to see him kind of lighthearted, having fun. Yeah.
Yeah. He's experienced death, so.
Exactly. He's been through death. He's been through the worst you could possibly do, right? So, I mean, bring him back and let it be fun.
And then he get kicked Steppenwolf's butt.
Exactly. So we've got those two things. So that's the biggest positive right there, right? That we know that they are actually interested and they're thinking about it. I mean, if you're offering a movie to somebody like James Gunn, that tells me that if James Gunn had said, yes, I want to do Superman, we'd be getting a Superman movie.
Exactly.
Or
if they're offering it, who's to say they wouldn't offer it to somebody else?
Who else are they having talks with that we don't know about right now? As long as, like Tiffany said, it's not Tim Burton, we're okay. All right?
Tim Burton's like, challenge accepted.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Burton's like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to give him scissor hands and a really weird haircut. And, oh yeah, you know, where's Nicolas Cage right now? Let's bring him in. This! I'm going to edit.
Why am I not in that movie?
I'm going to edit in the Nick Cage picture of him looking all creepy and everything. All right, so we got that. But here's something else that was really cool, because today on Instagram, Henry Cavill put this out. That's right. That's Henry Cavill standing next to a Superman statue.
Of himself.
Of himself. That's kind of meta.
Superman.
That's kind of meta. Talking about
picture
how...
of myself standing next to myself.
With myself.
In a picture with myself.
With myself. There you go. And so, but he mentions, he says, I don't always work out, but when I do, I work out next to Superman. Hashtag Superman, and then some other hashtags. But
gym time. Yeah,
gym time, stuff like that. So here's the thing. When I see something like that, yeah, we could just say, hey, look, it's just an Instagram picture.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or he's just
it could be
beefy for a specific reason.
But that dude is ripped. First of all, he's more ripped than the Superman statue.
Than the costume.
Yeah, I remember when the Justice League came out on DVD and we watched the extra stuff, that they said they only have like the silver like spandex thing that he wears, like to give the shine to the suit, and then they have the suit layer over it, so he only has like 2 skin tight layers.
There's not padding. It's all him.
Holy cow. I'm sorry, but you know what?
Man crush, man crush, man crush.
Henry is amazing. Henry is amazing.
Yes,
and
you
so
are.
the thing is like,
Come have dinner at our house.
come on, Henry, you're welcome anytime, buddy.
Anytime.
Anytime. So we live in Michigan, and we know Scott.
We know some
So-
people that you used to work out with.
Exactly. So come on over to our house. All right. So here's the thing. If could this be some kind of
Foreshadowing.
of the fact that he's getting into shape to play Superman again, because he is ripped. For no apparent reason, he's standing next to a Superman statue. A couple of months ago, when this whole thing was blowing up about how he was gone, they said he was just absolutely gone.
I have a thought on that.
And he
said nothing.
released that little video of the
him lifting up the Superman figure.
Yeah. What was your thought on that?
One thing that I've been thinking, like, since he started doing The Witcher and Mission Impossible, is I think that people are starting to make the idea, oh, maybe he's done a Superman because he's doing this TV show for Netflix and he's doing Mission Impossible now.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe people are thinking that, but he still has the idea of still playing Superman.
Yeah.
Because I remember like a year or two ago, he says, yeah, I'll play Superman as long as they want me to. 'Cause
Exactly.
I love playing Superman.
Exactly. So I think the problem is we get a lot of people on the internet who all of a sudden start wanting to put out a byline. They want to put out some kind of thing just to get views or watches or whatever. And
Especially the huge like news.
yeah, and so you put out there that Superman's, that Henry Cavill's not coming back. People are going to watch that, and so we had that happen, right? And then he had the little video of Superman raising up. But then also we've had other things since then. I mean, he has we've had Jason Momoa come out and say, no, man, he's definitely still Superman.
Yeah.
Definitely still Superman. And then Zachary
He turned into
Levi.
Rain Man?
Yeah, what's that?
He turned into Rain Man.
Definitely Superman. Definitely Superman after Wapner. All right, so then also Zachary Levi came out literally like a week and a half ago and said, yeah, Henry's still in. Like what?
Yeah.
Affleck's out, but he ain't.
So
Normally, I don't listen to like news things that
Yeah.
say, oh yeah, this person's out, unless the company or the actor says, yeah, I'm out as that person.
well, and see, that's the problem, right? Is that Warner Brothers has not said
Jack squat.
anything. They will not squash the rumors. They won't verify the rumors. They haven't even said anything about Affleck.
Yeah.
Like, there has been nothing official. The only thing we know is that, well, Affleck's not going to be in Matt Reeves' Batman movie. They haven't actually come out. That's why there's still people holding on for hope, because they have not actually come out and said.
Yeah, that's one thing that my friend said earlier today, after we took the 5th and 6th hour exams, is he's like, well, I'm thinking because he said that he's stepping down for the Batman, that hopefully is just for that movie, is what he said. And I was like, yeah, I'm hoping, but I'm not counting on it.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? The thing is, they got people talking, right? And DC is definitely on a positive trajectory right now. And I'll tell you what, everybody's saying positive things about DC. You got Aquaman. People are really stoked for
Shazam.
Captain Marvel.
Shazam.
Captain Marvel.
Shazam.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I mean, Shazam. And then also, the DC animated world's still blowing up well. I mean, there's been some hiccups here or there, but for the most part, it's doing well. The DC universe needs to get on track as far as a network, but I think that they're making some positive changes, and so.
Doom Patrol comes out next Saturday.
Yep, Doom Patrol starts next Saturday, so we'll be covering that show here on the channel, and so there's good things. I mean, there's good things happening for DC right now, and I'm actually seeing more positive videos here on YouTube from the usual naysayers talking about, oh well, yeah, DC they're making some changes and it's good, and I even saw one, and who will remain nameless, that did a whole video about how Marvel we're gonna see start to decline, and DC is gonna be on the ascending, and that it's actually gonna end up being better for DC in the long run, because DC is doing the things that it needs to do, and it's making some positive changes, and Marvel is kind of running its course. That's not for me. That's somebody who is traditionally...
Who should not be named.
Yes, traditionally has been like all about Marvel and all about everything Marvel, and people I think are starting to see that, you know what, there's some good things about DC, and I'm glad to be along for the ride and everything. I just don't want to lose Henry Cavill.
No.
Please.
What do we got to do to keep you around?
Do whatever you got to do. Just don't lose Henry
Put him
Cavill.
back in the tights.
Oh my goodness. Make him a positive beacon of hope and light for the rest of the DCEU.
The S means hope.
Well, we see at the beginning of Justice League that people are starting to get hope in him, like believe
Yeah.
in him again.
Yeah.
With the opening scene in Justice League.
So, also, we got to do a whole other video about these Harley Quinn photos that have come out, and we'll do that. But hey, guys, this has been some big news this week. So these three things, right? So the rumors that he signed for 3 new movies, in some capacity. Also, the fact that James Gunn came out and said that, yes, he was offered a Superman movie and just turned it down for this other one. So who else are they talking to? They obviously want to do a movie. And now Henry Cavill taking pictures on Instagram, showing off him working out next to a Superman statue, hashtag Superman, hashtag Jim, what was it?
Gym time or gym
Gym
stuff.
time or something, whatever. Is he bulking up for another Superman movie? Because he is ripped. All right, guys. We want to know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to this? Let us know down in the comment section, and let's have a conversation about it. Also, go to our social medias, follow us there, and talk to us there. All right, and let's keep this conversation going, because this is the Poindexter Lounge. And what is the Poindexter Lounge?
A place for nerds.
That's right. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tifftastic.
and of course,
Logan the Hut.
and over there,
Isaac Monkenobi.
saying, look up in the sky, because Superman might be coming back real soon. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.